Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1231st edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. 1231 videos strong. This video is being filmed on a Monday night for trading, Tuesday, that is September 7th, 2014. Traders, as we know, before we get started, futures trading is extremely risky and can cause substantial financial loss. In fact, the horrible, the Ebola-filled, Black Plague trades I gave you today on Monday were just horrible. My apologies. Good thing stops were in because, boy, oh boy, futures can be risky. Me and Omni were absolutely horrible today. But that was Monday. Monday's gone. Head down, nose to the grindstone, on to the next trade is what I say. And here we are, traders. What do we have for tomorrow? Well, sorry to say, but we are going to start this thing off, and let me change colors, with a red Omni. We are going red. We're starting this day off with a red Omni. We are selling rallies. We're starting off Tuesday. That would be September 7th from a seller of rallies posture. And here it is. So we've got our red Omni. The market is beginning to turn, traders. We had a massive rally on Friday. Omni called for it Thursday night. We got it on Friday. It rallied up, but on Monday, miserable failure. This was Friday's rally. Very nice. On a Monday, a miserable failure. We're dipping below a key Omni average. It's not one I use all the time, but it's a key Omni average. We seem to be dipping below it. Let me spread this out a little bit more so you can see it. We are down below that average now, traders. And what normally happens is when you dip below, you get above and do not look back. When you get below, you get above and do not look back. Once again, when you get below, you get above and do not look back. On this instance, we got below, we got above, and we came back. Once we got above, but we did not look back. We came back. So boom, within one day, we're back under the key Omni average. That worries me. I kid you not. I think it's something for us to all consider. But that's only one chart. We've got a couple of other charts on the menu, traders. Look at this NASDAQ chart. If this isn't a perfect setup for a short, I don't know what is, because the market failed right at a key Omni average, right there. And look at what you've had here with this trend line. It's actually a parallel channel moving towards the downside. And watch this. Even though it fits comfortably right here because you got this, and this, you can drop this down a little more and watch this thing widen out and still not call it a broken down market. So it may gyrate inside of this, but we think it's going to gyrate towards the downside because you failed at a key Omni average, the black average. You're at the resistance right there, and Omni is pointing down once again for the day. So we're starting off the day with a red Omni, right? The Omni's pointing lower, and in your NASDAQ, you've got a very nice technical reason to think that you're going to run into sellers or failure up here. So we're starting out by selling the NASDAQ. Then, of course, traders, we want to go look at our E-mini S&P because you can't do anything without knowing where that bad boy is going to go. E-mini S&P is right here. So our E-mini S&P is in the same spot, if you ask me, that NASDAQ was in. It got up above the line just for one day, being Monday, turned around, broke back below, settled below both the average and the resistance, the black line. Let me blow that up for you a little bit and see if you can spot it as well. Let's try it like this. Look at how we settled. Forget about what's happening right now because this isn't what's important. What's important is where were we when we did this analysis on Monday afternoon? Settlement is here, below the average, below the resistance, and the Omni has turned red again for a downward move on Tuesday. So with those factors in mind, and the NASDAQ pointing lower, and you've got the tranny pointing lower, I don't see why not. I think we have to start off from a seller of rallies posture in the E-mini S&P. And then, of course, traders, don't forget what the picture looked like when we first started this quick video. It was this. This is your leader, the Dow Jones Transportation Average. It led us up on Friday. It turned around and led us right back down on Monday. And personally, I've been telling my chat room since Thursday last week, even though I put a bullish video out Thursday night, I've been telling my I've been telling my live fans in my trading chat room at livewithoscar.com every hour or so since Thursday that I don't like the rally that we've seen. And to me, it feels slightly hollow. And in fact, I think we need to go down and test these lows again. So that's been my personal technical opinion. Of course, we follow the Omni. What I like is the Omni is in agreement with me. It's bearish. I'm bearish. Let's see what we get. Traders, always do your own analysis. Never accept anyone's analysis without doing your own homework, checking the trade for yourself, drawing your trend lines, putting on your averages, and seeing if you agree with that form of analysis before taking any trade. Another thing I can tell you is come on down to livewithoscar.com. Come into my free trading room and allow me to help keep you calm and teach you the art of technical analysis while these crazy markets are whipping around. Traders, I hope to see you at livewithoscar.com in my free chat room. It's a free membership, so come on down and see what's going on. We're also going to be looking at selling stocks tomorrow. We've got some stocks that we're looking at to sell. And I think we'll be doing some on Tuesday. So come on down to livewithoscar.com because I'm giving you the stock trades along with the commodity trades, and I'm including them at no cost to you, free of charge. So come take a look at the stocks, come trade the commodities. See you at livewithoscar.com. And always remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things I can tell you to do with keeping your emotions at bay, especially once you put on a position, is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, I'll see you at livewithoscar.com.